And today we're going to prepare it Roman style. And in Rome, lamb is known as abbacchio alla romana. So we're making this in the style of Rome. So we have a leg of lamb here that weighs about, 6 pounds or so. If you were actually having this in Rome, you would have lamb that was even a younger lamb than this, because in Rome, they use lamb that's about 17 pounds in weight total. So ours is a little bit larger in terms of the whole lamb. So our leg of lamb is about 6¼ pounds. So the first thing you want to do is dry it off with some paper towels like I just did. And then we want to make some slits all over the lamb. So with a little knife, I dig into it here and there. You'll hit bone, of course, as you go, but you want to make slits all over it because we want to infuse the lamb with some garlic slivers and some fresh rosemary. So fresh rosemary, not dried rosemary. Dried rosemary just does not have any flavor, so you want to use fresh rosemary for this. So you do this front and back. There's a hole that I missed right there. And then you start adding the rosemary. Isn't that beautiful? This is really nice looking rosemary that I got out of my garden. But if you don't have a garden, you can go to the store and you can always buy a package of rosemary. And then all we need to do is add some salt, some pepper, and some olive oil to this. And that will be our seasoning. And you notice that I'm doing this on one of those plastic meat sheets. When you're dealing with raw meat, you want to make sure that you always have the meat on a surface that you can then sterilize. So you're going to be washing your hands frequently, and buy yourself some of these meat sheets. I'm going to put one right there because I missed that spot. Okay, I think that looks good. Let me stick one more clove of garlic in there. All right, now that we have that, here's my olive oil, and I'm going to add some salt to that and a little bit of pepper, salt and pepper. Just mix that up, give that a nice coating. This is going to be just one part of our Roman meal today. And every time I do this, I think, of course, of the many times that I've been in Rome and have had lamb Roman style. One year I recall taking a group to Italy, and one of the things that we were cooking, of course, was baby lamb. And I asked the people at the cooking school where I was at to get the lamb ready for me. And so on the day of the class, I said, "Where is the lamb?" I didn't see it anywhere. And they said, "Subito, signora, subito." They went to get the lamb, and I see them coming out with what looked like a big laundry cart. And as they rolled it out, I saw 4 hooves just standing upright like this. They said, "You asked for fresh lamb. Here it is." So we had to do a little surgery in the back room. Anyway, there is our leg of lamb ready to go. And now I need to wash my hands, because now we need to marinate this. It's best if you marinate this at least 2 or 3 hours. It's better if you do it overnight. So if you're going to be doing this, plan ahead. And let me get a pan for that. Or I'm going to put it right on this board, but I'm going to turn this over. Get rid of this. This will need to be washed. Put another piece of plastic wrap on the other side, because you really want to make sure that this is sealed. Just like that. That's all there is to it. So in the fridge it goes. Several hours later, we'll be ready to work with that. Here it is, ready to go. And now we need a nice roasting pan to put that into. You want a roasting pan with a rack. Here's mine. Let's move that out of the way. All right, now we want to unwrap the lamb. Your oven is on, preheated at 350 degrees. We want to cook this to an internal temperature of about 140, that's about medium rare. You stick it right on the rack. I'll wash my hands now, because now I want to add some hot water, or some wine actually, to the bottom of the pan. And I'll use that wine to baste the roast as it cooks. So here's a nice dry white wine, a Pinot Grigio, into the bottom of the pan. Oh, maybe about a cup goes in. Have an instant read thermometer handy, folks, because you want to make sure the internal temperature of this is exactly where it should be. So 140 for medium rare, 150 for medium, and we're going to put it in the bottom oven. Make sure that's hot. I'm estimating that in about an hour and a half, that lamb is going to be ready.